Cabinet that communities were unhappy with their restricted titles in the Kruger National Park. Now let's hand over to Dumela Machoko, who's standing by at the Kruger National Park. Dumela, a very good morning to you. What's been happening the entire morning?
Good morning, Lebo. The entire morning we've been speaking to stakeholders and people who are involved within the Kruger National Park, and also people who are involved with the land claim, and also regarding that the biggest compensation is going to be given to communities within Kruger National Park. As you point out, this has not been easy because communities were unhappy, and then the Department of Environmental Affairs had to take to the cabinet, to speak to cabinet, to tell them that the communities are not happy with the restrictions. But to talk more on this, let's now bring in the Minister of Environmental Affairs, Mayor Edna Molewa. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Mayor, this has been a challenge for many years, and then what challenges did you guys face to this regard?
Thank you very much, and thanks for having us. We really are very happy to receive the President today to come and distribute the process and equitable share to the communities as it would be. But yes, over the years we've been working very hard. We wish that this could have happened a bit earlier. The challenge has always been that we needed to ensure that every step of the way, firstly, we walk along with the communities. In other words, that there shouldn't be even a splinter of a part of a community or any single community that says, no, we are not happy with this and that. But also that we've got to consult. We had to consult with Cabinet as well. As you know now that there has been a decision that says it is going to be, a decision says that there's got to be a restitution of a different kind. In other words, yes, people get what belongs to them back, but in a different way. In a different way in that they now continue to use the land that is, but differently, not staying on the land that has been always be belonging to them, that has been taken away from them many years ago. So what we then had to say is to negotiate what is it that we need to do in terms of this usage. And of course, those negotiations took quite longer. Up till this week, we're finalizing some of the clauses, and we're toing and froing, ensuring that the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. For instance, what is coming out here, if I may just indicate, which is really good for us and good for the community, is that there will be benefits to perpetuity. And that's what actually is very, very different from any other land restitution case, like, for instance, the ones adjacent to the park, that is where you give people land and they stay there and they use it. Here, they benefit into perpetuity. In other words, the businesses that are going to be established here, whatever they deem fit as a community, will help them to put together, and the President will announce what kind of packages those are. But the principle is that they will then benefit into perpetuity. But of course, in the process, we'll also be ensuring that there are some contributions towards those benefits, which will be announced by the President this morning.
Obviously, Kruger National Park is a national asset. And what kind of challenges do you guys have to face regarding to that process?
Well, indeed, we do think that an asset like this one, and this is why the claim is quite treated differently, is a national asset. You can't quite split it into little pockets of ownership, quite that, but we've got to recognize the core ownership so that we leave the Kruger National Park as it is right now, marketed as it is, because you know the brand name stands and it stands out worldwide. If you talk to anybody anywhere else in the world, they talk about the Kruger National Park, they know where that is. And I think it is important, therefore, that we don't move away from that kind of a brand name that we have. Of course, we've got to look at other, and we're thinking about this, other names of our people and so forth, without losing this icon and this brand name, no matter what it means to some of our people. But we should really, even as we may consider renaming, there's got to be coexistence, and the brand should still be there to be heard and to be used to, that people are used to.
May I quickly, what support are you guys going to be giving to the communities that are going to be getting this land?
As I say, the President will announce that. I don't want to take the juicy stuff away from the President's speech, but the entire support that we need, it'll be technical support, it'll be financial support, it'll be all kinds of skills that they need, whether they need to be entrepreneurs, whether it's project management, whether it's, all the skills that are required to make these initiatives of the community a great success.
Thank you so much for speaking to us this morning. That was Edna Molewa. She's the Minister of Environmental Affairs in South Africa. And also, President Jacob Zuma will give a keynote address later this morning, and then we'll also be speaking to the communities that are going to be benefiting from this. Lebo?